evening, everybody.
Good evening.
So today we have gathered to have our 8 series launch, which is Gigabyte, as Intel has launched it as well CPUs, that is 4th generation CPUs. So we are unveiling our 8 series motherboard today. So this is our today's agenda. This will be a brief business outlook of how was the globally the motherboard business or the motherboard industry in year 2012. We'll have a brief outlook on that. Then we'll have a roadmap update about Gigabyte as well as your Intel CPU. Then we have 8 series features, and we'll have a small demo about demo about our features what we have in our gaming motherboard. So this is a you can say a small a brief statistic about motherboard industry for the year 2012. If you see it it's a blue column where it gives the overall globally Asus, which shows is the leading brand still there in the globally, which is his overall shipments in the year 2012 and vis-a-vis in the year 2011. If you see there's a degrowth in the Asus overall in the motherboard shipments, and if you see Intel over there, it shows just a 3 million overall shipments, 3 million shipments across globe in the year 2011. We always say, like in India, though Intel is a leading brand, but if you see in the global scenario, there is a very small part they are occupying in the motherboard industry. Then we have a Gigabyte. The positive sign is that Gigabyte has shown a growth over 2011, and we are expecting the same growth in the year 2013 also. So you can say, of course, Gigabyte is growing in the Gigabyte. You can say can be the future of the motherboard industry. Before we go further about our 8 series motherboards, let's understand about what is the Intel CPU roadmap. As we all know, Intel already has launched their 4th generation CPUs. Okay, so that's called Haswell CPUs. So it's totally the change in your socket. That's a 1150. When there is a change in the socket, it means you have to go for a complete new range of motherboard which will be compatible for your CPUs. So Intel has come up with this Core i5 and Core i7 CPUs, which they already launched. And just to update you, though as we all know, there is a new launch in the CPUs, it won't totally replace their older generation. That's a Ivy Bridge CPU. So that will get continued for the coming quarters, and with your Haswell CPUs. So it means the motherboard chipset which you already have, which are compatible for your Ivy Bridge CPUs, that will be still continue for the coming quarters, and the new motherboards, that is the 8 series motherboard, will be there for the coming quarters. If you see Intel's, the Core i3, which is again there is a more popular kind of a CPU which contributes to the more of the volume, and their PDC. They are expected this launch in the either in the mid of September or the next quarter. So this is their overall the roadmap of Intel CPUs. This Haswell CPUs, as Intel is saying, is known to be there is a more of power management in the CPUs, as well as the performance wise it will increase. They are claiming that their GPU, your graphical performance has been increased by 25%, and the CPU performance has been increased by around 10 to 8. These are the chipset motherboards what we'll be having. These X79, Z77, these are all our older generation chipset, or you can say which goes with your Ivy Bridge CPUs, and that will get replaced gradually by your Z87, H87 or H81. H81 still is not launched by Intel chipset, so it's not there. So we're still having the Z87 and H87. This chipset will be having. So what are the overall 8 series chipset? You can say features. Which are Intel has launched. If you say these are the all what they are saying is that this chipset, the overclocking granularity, as we will see afterwards what is exactly the overclocking of that. So it's being that there is a greater control in the overclocking overall activity in this chipset. You can have graphical, of course, output has been increased, and you can say the IO port flexibility, where we say the user can define their ports as a USB 2 or a USB 3, so that flexibility, and so many other features like rapid storage, smart response technology, these are all there in their new 8 series chipset. So it means these are all benefits are available with this new 8 series chipset of Intel.
Convenient.
And that goes with the Z87, H87, H81. These are your performance and you can say the value you can say segment. This is your business platform Q77, Q75, B75. B75 as we all are well aware about this T75 chipset, that's a hardware with Intel's SB as a software. That's a great combination which will always offer to all your small scale businesses, which gives you a total control on their overall, you can say the IT security as well as the productivity. So that's a B75. This then again will get replaced in future the B85, Q85 and Q87 chips. These are known to be as a business platforms. So in this business platform, the additional what we always see is a vPro technology. As we all know, then the standard manageability. These are all nothing but vPro is nothing but you can have remotely control on your overall systems. You can have if there is content you can do a remotely for your overall system. So that's a vPro technology. Then you can have a very secure kind of a data. You have a secure data in this vPro technology. So these are, and again this small business advantage, SBA. Again that's again these are other these are all features are available. This is in this 8 series chipset. So now we'll go with our gigabyte roadmap. How is it? As in a socket 2011. That's again a CPU. It's a Core i7 Extreme. Okay. For that CPU, we have X79 chipset. That motherboard is X79 is UEFI Wi-Fi. The one thing that I want to mention here is that though this is a desktop motherboard which is compatible with the desktop CPU Core i7, still also is compatible with your Xeon CPUs. It means it can work as a server also. Being a desktop motherboard, it can work as a server also for you because it's compatible with your Xeon CPUs also. So X79 is UEFI Wi-Fi also available with us. In the mainstream, these are your all high-end motherboards in 8X form factor. These are all kind of motherboards we are available. If you see, we already have this Z77P-D3, which is a 4DIMM COM port available with us. Then we have XUD3H. You have this XD3H available. UPY-TH, of course, that's a Thunderbolt 2 motherboards which were available, which were quite going well in the market, but currently it's end of life and will get replaced by your Z87 Thunderbolt. As we always say that we have the whole range of motherboard in high range are available, which maybe your 4D, maybe different eSATA display ports. So different kind of a segment of a customer, you have a different type of motherboard still we are available. If you see, we have in 8X form factor, in Z or maybe H, we have around at least 2 to 3 variants are available, which will cater to the customer needs of different kinds of customer needs. So the point what we are making here that we have so many variants are available in Gigabyte. Also we have motherboards, high-end motherboards available. Then we have in B75 chipset. I think there is none other competition brand is available with B75, which is having almost 5 variants are available. These are 2 which is in 8X form factor. That's your P75 chipset. That's P75 is a B75 chipset again. Then you have B75 D3V. That's 80X form factor we have. Then you have P75 again. It comes with a 4 PCI slot. That's in a B75 chipset. So again, what I just would like to mention that B75 again we have almost 5 variants available, taking care of needs of different kinds of partners and their needs. In micro 8X form factor also, this high we always call it a mid-range of motherboards. We have these many variants available. G1 Sniper again is a gaming motherboard.
Then
Which will be replaced by our this gaming motherboard, that's G1 Sniper 5. Okay. And then you have Z77MD3H, H77MD3H. So these all available in micro 8X form factor. So We have a huge portfolio available in the, you can say higher-end motherboards in your 8x form factor or maybe your micro 8x form factor. And these are very much available with our distributors in India.
No,
so there should not be any, should not be any hue and cry from a customer saying gigabyte motherboards are not available. So the point what we want to make is we have all these motherboards readily available with our distributors. So these again the B75 as I was just talking about, we have again these 3 motherboards are available in 2D as well as 4D. So total 5 motherboards are available in B75 chipset. Of course, that will, I guess this will be the more interesting part for most of our channel partners because this is a volume SKU for us and of course for you also. And we have almost 5 to 6 variants in 861, which is the entry level chipset available, right? And I don't think any of our competition is having so many options available in entry level motherboard, 861 motherboard, okay? S1 as we all know, which is a very entry level motherboard, which is without your LPT and a COM port, right? Then we have DS2, which we are expecting a new version, that's a 3.0, which is already available in fact, which is having a onboard COM port and a parallel port. DS2 TVA, which is with additional DVA port in that we have. Then you have of course HB2, which is a 2DIMM and HDMI port available. Then you have D2L, which is a 4DIMM and HDMI, and again S2P, which is again with LPT, COM port, and with additional this USB 3.0 available in that. So there are so many variants. You can say almost 6 variants are available. Again, I would like to say this is for gaming motherboard. The coolest feature of this motherboard, what you can see here. This is one more. This is the entire part is your analog. You can say audio signal. You can see the processing part is there. What is there? They are having this capacitor, which are again gold plated capacitors. These are okay. They have this creative sound called 3D. This is a quad-core processor. Again, this is again gold plated. Okay, and again, as I said, these are all again gold plated. Okay, this is the audio signal part. Okay, we have, and why it is gold plated? Because it minimizes the you can say the your electrostatic discharge ESD, which is if you say all the audio signals which are analog signals, okay, and all other part of these motherboards it gives the digital signals always. So it won't affect to my these analog signals, which is my audio signals. Okay, for gamers, audio signals, or you can say the sound. For them they require some very good quality sound. So this is you can say this is the we have added this audio signaling. You can say the signal processing part we are here, and one more coolest feature what we add is the op-amp. Okay, here op-amp, and I guess this kind of a system you get only in the high quality signal, high quality audio. You can say the systems, and this is you can say the world's first VRM motherboard which is having this op-amp available here. It gives you a very good quality. You can say sound which is without a distortion. And of course a very clear and a very high volume you get with this op-amp. Okay. Again you have this. There is one more IC is there that's called the volume as a mic, headphone. The headphone you can say amplifier. This gives you around 600 ohms of output for your gamers headphones. And all this, the entire part is being separated. If you see, there is again a PCB layer which is separating all this entire part from this main part, just to avoid the ESG, which which can or this you can avoid which can distract from my this audio overall signals. You can see there is the entire part is here. This is a PCB layer which is separated from the other part of my motherboard. And with this op-amp, you see this. In the retail pack, we always give you this one more op-amp, to give you can, and this extractor. So you can change the whatever the onboard is the op-amp, you can change that with this another one. And we'll have how this op-amp gives you the change in the sound, a very good quality sound. We'll have a look on it. We have one demo, I mean to say a video demo is there. We'll clearly show how this op-amp is, increases the sound quality. And this OC motherboard, and as guess all these leading OC or the overclockers are here, will definitely help you out to understand what is overclocking and how this gigabyte new flagship motherboard, that's Z87X OC motherboard. This is our OC motherboard, which is again our flagship motherboard. And how this is, what the benefits or the you can say specific, you can the speciality of these motherboards in terms of for the overclock. So he'll be the one who will explain you in terms of demos and all how it is useful for the overclockers, which are the additional benefits or additional you can say the buttons. You can say if you see here there are so many manual buttons we have added on these motherboards on board. So this will be explained by Mr. Harshal. He'll update you what how this motherboard is useful. So these are the flagship motherboards. In overclocking we have these two OC4 and OC motherboard available. And in gaming we have G1 Sniper 5, which is 80s form factor, and in G1 Sniper M5, which is a micro 80s form factor. These are two motherboards available for gaming. Then you are all these mid-range and the high-range UD5H, UD4H, UD3H motherboard available. Then you have again B85, H87, so these are the motherboards are available and they are already available with our distributors and available from this week onwards. Okay. Again, this is a UFS BIOS. This is again for is very much useful for all my overclockers because they need, you can say a minute, you can say the change in the maybe the voltage, maybe the current in terms of the memory clock changes, or maybe in terms of the CPU clock changes. So they have all these features available where they can do all the changes in the system, which is again a Windows-based environment where they can do the changes in this, and it's all real time. They don't have to do reboot in the system. This again will be a real time changes you'll see in the system. So we'll just explain you how this is useful. And this is the overall look of this this software, what we call as a UEFI BIOS. And it gives you complete status of your system in terms of CPU, memory, and your system status. So, all my X series motherboards are now coming out with your app set. That's again a utility. Okay. Earlier we used to have like maybe the Smart 6, or we used to have the Smart Recovery, or we used to have this Express Recovery. All these features, available with us now. In 8 series, we have just consolidated all these features and then come up with this App Center. That's again a utility. So it looks like this App Center on your. It looks like on your desktop. So what it has. You're having a BIOS, then you have this USB blocker, easy tune, easy setup, like of this. So what's this BIOS and all that. So in BIOS information, we get all the updates for your BIOS, means what are the upgradations are available for your BIOS, you get to know with this. For your current BIOS version, what is your current BIOS, what the upgradations are available. You can do these changes either from your gigabyte server, if you are connected online, or you can, if you have a file, you can do these upgradations. You can save your current settings still, and you can do the upgradation for the new BIOS. USB blocker. Again, this USB blocker, it blocks almost, you can say all your communication, or you can say all your data or devices which are based on the USB based. So again, this is a password protected USB blocker. This is again a very good feature which is generally as we all are not so much expert in overclocking. Overclocking is nothing but what? They tend to make your CPU, suppose the CPU is 3.0 gigahertz, so try to make it work the higher frequency, a higher clock speed, you can say 3.2, 3.4, and gives you more performance with the same rating. Okay, you try to increase the rating of your CPU from the prescribed one, that's nothing but your overclocking. You can also tweak with this, and you can have a very because we already have this, already pre-setted all these settings like light, medium, and extreme based on the CPU. Maybe your Core i5 might be your Core i7. So you can try to do these changes in your CPU clock frequency with this prescribed one. Then the advanced one where the overclockers do as per their settings. And there is one more feature, coolest feature is the fan, you can control even the fan speed. If you see my all these motherboards, like this, my even maybe overclocking motherboard, the gaming motherboard, there are up to 9 fans available. 9 fan connectors are available on this motherboard. So with this utility, you can have a complete control on this on each or every fan, maybe the CPU or maybe your system fan. You can change the RPM of a fan with respect to my temperature. So this is the control which is available with these fans. That's a easy tune technology. That's a app. You have easy setup. We already see the smart response and of this intelligent smart connect. This is rapid start what we have. All these you can run on your system in just one go or just one step. It generally takes around 14 steps. You try to do it separately. With this app, you can just click and you can run those utilities in just in one step. Then have one more very good feature, that's a disk mode switch. It means you can switch your drive from your ID to your HCI mode. In that case, you don't have to do any rebooting. It will just give you, it's a real-time change in your drive. That one more feature available. On-off charge, I guess almost everybody must be aware what is the on-off charge, for because currently all our smartphones, maybe the tab or any of the devices which require, you can do a charging with your USB, okay? So you can just plug on this device, you still have your system shut down, so you can charge it. Only thing you have to just keep your that plug on. So that's the on-off charge. And for gigabyte, the kind of a wattage of the power which is delivered to this, you can see the devices is higher compared to the other. So your device gets charged very fast. So you have smart time lock, like for the parents, they can have a control on the access of for their kids for the desktop. They can keep access for their kids maybe for 2 hours in a week, or maybe 2 hours or 3 hours in a week or a separate day. So they can have this control by using this smart time lock, and this is again a password protected. Then smart recovery too, of course, you can do. That's again a very good feature of which is very popular in mobile. You can have two types of recovery. One is the system recovery, and one is your file. Suppose if you have deleted your file, okay, from your system, and you find that file was very important for you, okay, so you can recover this file with this smart recovery 2 feature, okay. And there is one more, that's a system recovery, wherein if you find there is your system you got a virus, and you want to go back to the point of a time in the time period where there was no virus in your system. So with this feature, you can go back in that particular time period, and you can recover your system, which is without a virus in the system. So in that case, you have to use it to you can say 100, okay. One is the source and all the destination, and you have to take a backup, and you get the entire that's you can have a system recovery too. Then of course these are the we can have updates, which are the different kinds of updates available for your system, maybe in terms of your BIOS or maybe in terms of different drivers or maybe the software. So you get all these updates available easily on this app center. So this is available, this app center, and this is what it looks like overall. You can change the colors as per you. So this is what the overall, you can say, app center, that's a feature available in my all 8 series motherboards, okay. So this is the overall 8 series, we can say we have already launched, which has come up with the UltraTable 5 Plus in most of my high-end, because we have come up with all these high-end motherboards, which is like maybe the gaming, maybe your overclocking motherboards, or maybe the mid-range motherboards, starting from B85. And of course, these, as I was just talking about, they are come up with the 15 micron gold plated on my CPU connector, CPU socket, maybe the power, my memory connectors and all. So these are the overall about 8 series motherboards, which are come up with so many redesigned heatsink. And this is my 8 series motherboard, Gigabyte 8 series motherboard, available in the market from this week onwards.
Hi, welcome to the Gigabyte G1 Sniper 5 motherboard, which, as you can see, supports a whole range of gaming features, especially designed for gamers, as part of our G1 Killer series of motherboards. Being an 8 series board, it supports the LGA 1150 CPU socket right here for Intel 4th generation CPUs. And of course, this is also a Z80, uses the Z87 chipset. But the important thing about this board is that it debuts Gigabyte Amp Audio, which is a range of technologies and features which I'd like to introduce to you right now. So, as you'd expect from any G1 Killer Series motherboard, we put on here a very advanced high-end audio chip. With this time we're using the Creative Soundcore 3D chip, which is a quad-core audio processor, which also comes packaged with the Creative Sound Blaster SBX Pro Studio, which is a bunch of audio applications which are great for gamers and also for hi-fi buffs. Also here you'll notice we're using quite old-fashioned looking capacitors. These are actually very high-end Nichicon Japanese-made capacitors, which are the perfect fit for audio processing. You'll notice here we also have the front panel connector, which sits next to it is a small amplifier. This is a headphone amplifier designed to handle up to 600 ohm loads and deliver that to your headphones so that if you're connecting your headphones over your front panel, you'll have the best experience possible. And you'll notice here on the side I/O, you've got the SPDIF, DisplayPort, HDMI, and audio connectors are all gold plated, which means that over time they won't corrode and you'll have absolutely the best connection possible. The whole section of the motherboard is separated at the PCB layer by what we call this audio noise guard here. And it's actually, we're using an LED trace path here to show where the PCB layer is separated. This helps reduce any possible ESD leakage from the rest of the board to the audio components in the corner here. We've also, you'll notice that there's a gold shield over the Creative Soundcore 3D chip itself, which also helps to reduce ESD leakage. But without doubt, the coolest feature on our new G1 Killer 8 series motherboards, both the Sniper 5 and the M5, is an addition here of an operational amplifier, or op-amp. Now an operational amplifier is a removable amplifier, so this can be switched out. We're actually bundling one operational amplifier with the board already installed, but within the package here you'll also find an extractor and one additional operational amplifier so that you can switch out and try compare the two different sounds between the two op-amps. Now without an op-amp, you'll notice the difference in quality is enormous. With the addition of the op-amp, you're going to get a much clearer, much louder and punchier sound. And each of these op-amps will have their own individual characteristics. Now this is the first time that this has been used on a motherboard. Usually you find this kind of amplifier on a high-end audio equipment, but it's never been featured on a DIY PC motherboard, so we're very happy to introduce this to our users. Let's have a look at the op-amp, and maybe you can hear the difference, even via YouTube. Right, so now we want to give you a chance to hear the difference in sound quality between using an op-amp and not using an op-amp. So we have a system set up here. This is the G1 Sniper 5 motherboard. And we've got a pair of Creative speakers, which are quite mainstream speakers, they're not super expensive. And we've also got the system set up so we can very easily switch between op-amp and regular audio. So first of all, we'll listen to a classical track without. Now we can listen to it with the op-amp. Sound as punchy, it doesn't sound as clear. We can turn the op-amp back. So let me quickly show you how to switch out your operational amplifier. Here you can see we have one operational amplifier already installed in the op-amp socket, and we want to switch it out and put this one in its place. So first of all, we take the extractor, we extract the op-amp like so, and we take our other op-amp, and we're making sure that we can see that there's a dent here and also a dent here, so we know we're bringing it the right way around. And the 8 pins simply go into the socket and push down like so.